It's time.
Put your makeup on.
Oh,
It's on now? Okay, so, I guess I'll get my clock out here. What time is
it's
it?
5:02.
5:02, starting the meeting. All right, so, who wants to, make a motion to, excuse Hari? And seconded by Joanne, all in favor? Okay. Okay, agenda. Anybody have any additions to the agenda?
Just want to talk about things when we get to it, that's all.
What?
Well, once we get to,
Oh, you have things
I
that,
have things to
oh,
say.
yeah, I got you, but they're on
No,
the
they're
agenda.
not new to the
Okay.
agenda.
All right. Okay, who wants to make a motion to confirm the agenda? All right. Alana, seconded by Ann. All in favor? All right. Adoption of minutes. Everybody have a chance to check out our September 4th minutes? Any changes that you would like to make to it? Okay. I'll have a motion to adopt the minutes of September the 4th. All right, and seconded by Reese, all in favor? Okay. Action items. That one still gets pushed off because are we still having, I'm looking at you, Jody, I'm not sure if you can answer that, or maybe Ann can, that's
I can't.
the organization that was supposed to come and do, were they supposed to do some kind of environmental assessment of the community?
Well, an economic.
Economic
and-
slash.
Yeah, but I don't know if, I don't think that's happened.
I can ask Chancellor.
See, like
Avalon, right? Yeah.
possibility or whether it's just been abandoned.
Yeah.
Because for those who don't know the history of this, there's an organization that I don't know if they're contracted by the municipality to do a strategic plan, is that? No, what are we calling it?
Sort of how they can combine the economics,
Yeah,
the environment, the, mission statements, those kinds of things, put them all together. And there's a chair up here if you want, or,
Improvement plan, is that kind of what it was?
yeah, well, yeah, but
so part of that we thought would fit in with a climate action plan. That's why it's on our agenda. And it keeps getting pushed back because we haven't heard from the people. Yeah, the economic development officer is supposed to be in charge of that,
Yeah.
right?
And originally they thought we would hear the proposal first, the environment committee, but that was sort of shelved and it would go to the municipality and we would be invited to go
Right,
hear it.
right, yeah. Right, because that's some, okay. So, all right, so Joanne, that action will be taken, the second one with the $40 for making sure that the beds are taken care of next year, yeah.
So do we need to say yay, nay for that or just? So that then it will be done, or you're gonna wait till April to say it's done? Okay.
Okay. All right.
Cole just has to change
I just.
2024 to 25.
Here,
Oh.
change it later.
Okay, that's fine.
So, Reese already asked, right,
Yeah,
for the 125 trucks. So I marked this action item as a completed.
oh, okay.
I would like to talk about that.
Okay,
Can we
Go
talk
for
about
it.
that now?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Okay. When we drove up to the person that was saying, go here, we said to him, this represents 3 households. And he said, I don't care. And I thought,
Work stuff?
yeah. And I went, well, I had profane thoughts in my head because, we are supposed to be promoting this and have some data to say this is how many households brought stuff. Well, if they say, I don't care, how many other people brought their neighbors' stuff? You know, we don't know that. And it just, you know.
Was that person keeping track?
No, they just said, we're not
Like,
counting.
was anybody keeping track?
Well, maybe
It
the,
was just,
Just by the-
someone from the Miller Environmental Group, like, I guess we were contracted. I saw one of the people on my other job, I'm not gonna say what job that was, but, they said that, yeah, they had 125 trucks or vehicles, sorry. I thought that was good, 125 vehicles, right? But I don't know how many households that was.
Yeah.
right? But,
and I mean, they certainly had a load of stuff that I saw being, you know, distributed between these giant bins. Now, I heard when they had the hazardous waste for Dryden, they talked about last year, they had 400 vehicles,
oh, wow.
400. But I mean,
They are a bigger community.
they are a bigger community.
And they get like auction
Lying area, exactly.
problems, people.
But I don't know. I mean, how many did we have last year? You know, like, is this downgraded or is it? I don't want to see this die.
No.
Oh, no.
Well, maybe a simple fix would be just to request that the person who's admitting them just keep track, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Or click, click, click.
Click, click, whatever. I mean, I don't think it would be that onerous a thing to do. So maybe what we can do is request that next year that they keep track of the number of households that
Brought stuff.
participated. Simple as that.
Mhm. I like your idea. We need to have data to promote it. I think that's.
Yeah, like, I mean, it
Saying, yeah.
took a long time to get last year's data, so I'm sure that Miller has, you know, we took in so many kilograms of waste oil or something. They probably have that, which would be good to know.
If we could even get the volume that they get, what's the total weight? Because I'm sure they have that too.
Yeah,
Well,
That would tell you a lot too.
that would seem to me that would be a good story to put in the paper is that, you know, so all of this was diverted from the landfill site.
Mhm.
Like how many paint cans, how much?
How much paint cans? Yeah, I mean, you can still bring paint cans if you declare it, you have to pay, what is it, $5 per can or something like that?
But
Used to be.
Guaranteed people just put them in garbage.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying, guaranteed people don't do that because they have to pay for it.
Mhm.
The only issue too was when I went there, I brought my 3 old fire alarms. The first guy said, we're not taking them. But I was like, well, there's uranium in there. I can't just throw it out. And then I guess the woman was like, well, fine, we'll take it anyway. I'm like,
fire extinguisher?
no fire alarms,
Smoke detectors.
Smoke detectors.
smoke detectors, because you can't bring them to a landfill because they're radioactive.
Really?
Yeah. So remember the guy said, no, we're not taking it. But then the girl was like, well, I guess we'll take it anyway. I was already there, like, here, just take it.
Well, I thought was kind of funny because our neighbor had some kind of like a little flare or something. And so they said, well, we can't take that because it's dangerous to us, I guess, you know? And I thought, well, okay, I guess if a bear eats it and blows up, because it's going in the landfill now, you know? So I don't know.
Yeah, I said either you take it or it's gonna go in the landfill. So pick my poison for me here.
Here's-
Yeah, but I mean, if it's a safety issue,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
they're not gonna take it. That doesn't matter what.
Right.
Okay,
So that's my beef.
all right, well, the Miller Group, they're the ones who took the hazardous waste.
Yes, and they're from Manitoba.
They're from Manitoba.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what he said. They're from Manitoba.
Well,
And he
they're
said,
from the Miller Paving Group?
well, they must be.
Well, it's pretty big.
Yeah, they said they're the only ones there's only 2 in Canada that does this. He
Oh.
thinks there's one near the East Coast and them, so.
So who said that they said they collected so much, or did you just hypothetically say they collected so much oil?
Oh, I'm just saying, I saw them, they had these huge bins
Yeah.
and they were taking, oil and corn and,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
I'm just thinking that again, they may not keep track that much of what they take in, but if they do have a record, it would be great if we got that record and, as I said, put it in the paper, say that this diverted all of this from.
Yes,
So-
would be good.
Is that something that the municipality could do?
Yeah, sure. No, can reach out and ask
Can we ask if they can give us a report on just how much it
if
was?
they collect that down.
I mean,
I'm sure they would have to, just for their own programs.
that's what I'm thinking. They're bringing it back. They're gonna have an inventory of everything that they took, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The volume too, the weight.
Yeah, yeah.
It's possible to find out, I remember the first year, there was massive numbers of people taking it. Is it possible to compare past times?
We could try.
Yeah. Be useful.
Okay. Anything else you want to add?
No,
Anybody else want to
that's,
add?
I just
I
had,
just wanted to add that we possibly should have advertised a little bit more the days coming to that. I was away a couple days before that, and then I came home on the Saturday that it was happening, and I almost had forgotten.
Mhm.
And ran there at 1 PM and then quickly went online and posted it. So I think maybe next year we just try to do it like, I know we were advertising sooner, but maybe just closer to the date.
It's in the paper too.
was it in the paper?
Yeah, it was in the paper for 1
It was
week.
in the paper.
Yeah.
What to bring.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, sometimes no matter how you advertise, it's just like, yeah.
I was disappointed that James did not produce the sign that we had talked about. And he told me, I will have it to you. It was the week before. He says, I'm gonna have it to you this week. And he didn't all week long. And I've pestered him. And I'm like, James, so I'm like, okay, I'm not pestering you again,
Mhm.
but I will be pestering you for next year. We're gonna have that sign properly done.
Yeah, good for you. Yes.
So I was, I've been working on the sign business for like silly amount of time. It's like, it
Still
should
don't
be,
have it.
no, I know where he lives. I know his mother.
And he used to be on the first environment.
Yes.
Reminded him.
Yeah, so that sign will look better for next year. So it
trumped it.
yeah.
The bombers, yeah, exactly. Okay, let's move on here then. Back up to Reese's comment there, oh, sorry. Okay, go ahead, keep going. I didn't realize that. Okay, curbside swap. You said you wanted to have one more Thanksgiving. What did you say,
Yeah,
Joyce?
yeah, I think, make it a community event and then, get more people.
Because I saw somewhere on Facebook, someone saying, is it over or not over?
I know.
I think it's always.
Denver.
It's just ongoing.
Utilize, I love it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss it when I'm not living in town because I just love it.
Just bring
Because
it to our place.
I don't, yeah, well, I could do that.
Really, Joyce is always looking for stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Go by your place. There's.
I just love
Nothing else
it.
yet.
I don't have the time to garage sale and I don't have time to mess around with all of that.
Yeah,
And if somebody can use my, my treasures, then.
Amazed with people.
There you go.
Tyler, just put it on my 121 clean, take a picture of it, send me, well, you could post it on Facebook.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as long as I'm allowed and I don't get yelled at for trespassing.
No, don't worry about it.
It's funny because like Roger will say, I wonder who wants this. And I'm saying, put it at the
Just put
curb.
it out.
And whoever takes it is the one that wants it.
exactly. Don't try to read.
You know?
mind read there.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Amazing what people will take.
Yeah.
We're using all kinds of stuff.
Alana?
I have something to say about the curbside swap. I was speaking to a public works person and they said a lot of curbside swap items end up at encampments.
Mm.
Yeah.
Encampments,
They do. Oh, yeah?
yes.
Mm.
And it's a problem because Now our public overworked, overstressed Public Works Department are now dealing with all these items that were now dragged into the bush and used in encampments.
Like clothing and I guess.
Whatever they can use
Oh,
it to,
Stuff they.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
because of, and I hate, because of curbside swap.
Yeah, well,
We need to, because we are realizing a bigger problem
Mm-hmm.
than we used to have.
Right.
And this is compounding it.
I doubt if they're taking it from Drayton Road. So,
well, it's,
And there's, yeah, you're right. There's probably areas that they're not going out to Drayton Road, you're right. But other areas, like in town, yes, it's a problem. And our public works people, there are not enough hours in the day for the work that is being dumped on them, figuratively and literally.
so what does I'm just curious, is the Public Works charged with clearing encampments? Like what
So,
happened?
yeah, so we
Ooh, I
kind of
didn't know
combine
that.
enforcement and fire. We'll go in and kind of decide which ones need to be cleaned up. Typically because of fire safety concerns and yeah, we kind of monitor it a couple times a year, go and check things out and clean up as needed.
is there like a map of where these are? Cause like, I would want to know just for my sake, like where these encampments are, right? Like what part?
They move around quite a bit. They're usually in the same general area, but we go clean one out, then they, move a couple hundred yards to the west. or
I
something.
I know that there's one by the hospital. I know there's one by the end of French Street facing this way, but is there like a
By the
map or something?
spring.
Is there somewhere that,
We have a new
Some
GIS
of it.
person, I imagine that's something we'll look into.
What does that mean, JS?
GIS,
Oh, what does that mean?
just the geographical information system, so she'll basically have create interactive maps that would have different layers, so you say encampment layer. You click on it, it shows where all the encampments are.
Cause I know there's some out further out of town, like,
In and around the airport,
yeah.
behind the kind of Seventh Ave area in the bush somewhere.
First Ave in the bush.
Behind the
Yeah, First
funeral
Ave,
home.
behind the bush.
that's true, yeah, on that side.
Up behind the water treatment sewer place, up back in there is another area.
There's information center, there's a little group in the bush.
Yeah, so just food for thought.
So like what kind of, like maybe when they do their clear up, they can let us know what kind of things are ending up there. I mean,
Anything and everything.
tarps, bedding.
Well, tarps are a big thing.
Yeah, yeah, it was all research.
Lots of
Anything that's
chairs,
made of wood.
tables.
Pallets, yeah, pallets.
Well,
Yeah.
There's some
I don't think we should stop.
But others are.
You know what I mean? I don't think we should stop.
Curbside swap?
No.
Oh, no, no. No, I mean, way back when Mario was in charge of Public Works, he was worried that people were gonna be leaving the fridges on and the town would have to pick them up and all that. It never happened.
Free on out of them, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good thing to consider, but I think the encampments are a bigger issue than just what's showing up there.
The thing to keep in mind though is this just a perception that it's the encampments? Because they have to have a truck to drive around and pick up stuff, so, and
Yeah.
people that are in encampments usually.
I've seen
Oh, they
very
just
deep
walk.
in the bush and
They
the
walk.
stuff that's in there's no way they carried it. Somebody has driven it in there.
Yeah. So anyway, something to keep in mind and whatever. I'm putting some kitchen sinks out this weekend. I don't really want that, but
No,
anyway, you never know.
taking everything but the kitchen sink, right?
Everything but the kitchen. Yeah. I got 3 of them.
All right, I mean, what are your suggestions, Alana?
And we're in a different time and, we have to think about a different reality than curbside swap was 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Like, I don't want to contribute to an encampment problem.
Well, I would suggest that
So
I was
No.
suggesting the encampments are gonna be there, whether or not the curbside swap things are, I mean, I lost my bicycle about 10 years ago. And that strip on the bush side of First Avenue, I was amazed at what's out there. You know, fire pits, chairs, things that people, and that was pre curbside swap. The only thing that I could say that what I'm hearing is they're upgrading their facilities. I mean, the encampments are going to take place regardless
Mhm.
until we address something else. The encampments are going to be there. That's my opinion.
And maybe by having curbside, it saves somebody from being broken into to get stuff.
That's one way of looking at it.
You know, I mean,
Well, they took the tarp off my wood pile 1 year.
I don't know.
I don't know, yeah.
Jody, do you have any thoughts from the municipal side of things about this curbside? Is it,
I think overall it's a good thing. I mean, I think for, you're gonna slate, I think it's a good point that they're going to be taking something, chances are regardless, whether it's your backyard or the curbside swamp, that should only give up anyway. We're just kind of, we're creating this encampment protocol. And
okay,
it's gonna come to council here soon, so it's a bit of a
okay,
sensitive issue, and
of course. Okay,
so that's coming down the things.
This is the first I've heard that
Yeah.
encampments are being cleared out, you know, so that's interesting that it's not more public.
I can see
It's
that,
kind of a touchy issue.
sensitive issue.
It's a touchy issue, yeah.
but I think, I mean, when you hear in other places in the country, the issue of fire has always been a thing, but it's more the people who have makeshift tents or whatever, and they have some kind of fire inside it that seems to be the thing that makes the headlines that I've heard. As far as starting forest fires or something like that, I'm not sure. But that, I would think that would be one of the fires, right, that they're looking
Yeah,
at.
for sure. We will just in behind Seventh Ave there across from the hospital, was a fire last year, the year before from an encampment. Unfortunately, they were there in time to catch it, they caught it before it spread too much.
Yeah,
We did this spring, went on a little tour to look at some of these sites and. Or I guess kind of later in the summer, there was one that was all set up, almost like a teepee shape.
yeah.
Not tarp over, then it burnt, the whole bush had burnt all around it.
Oh,
And Jeremy wasn't aware of that, so that one had happened. But in between, like within a month and a half of being,
You mean like the fire had taken place and it was.
fire had happened.
That happened, it was,
The bush was burnt.
and then they moved in and put up a,
Yeah, so well, it burnt, they had left it.
yeah, oh, I see.
Are they there in the winter as well?
Yeah, I've been to one where they had caught set up inside this thing and had a fire going in the middle.
Yeah,
Maybe your GIS person needs a drone.
Yeah.
yeah. Jeremy has a drone. Jeremy Funk has a drone.
What does it?
I'm pretty sure he does. Well, because he got that grant for his fire prevention promotion
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
And I said, and he bought an ATV or a 4 side by side and some more helmets and chainsaws and stuff. And I said, something, do you think a drone? Because we have a vast area that he looks after. And he says, yeah, we already got one. Ooh, okay, great. You got one.
that's great, yeah.
Because it would save a lot of time is sending in the drone and looking around as opposed to trying to
Physically
make
doing
a path.
Bringing in people and something goes wrong. It happened in BC. That woman was the attacked to death, the cop.
Hmm?
She went to go help to go clear an encampment, and then she was attacked and killed.
Yeah,
BC.
about 4 years ago, right? Something like
Yeah,
that.
4 years ago. Yeah, it was a long time ago. Yeah.
I don't know,
I in BC, yeah.
it was quite a few.
BC.
Yeah.
So you're saying that there's going to be some kind of report on the encampments?
Yeah, just on the process.
Addressing them?
Address.
Hmm.
Okay, and that's gonna come before council?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we could,
Will that be in public or in
I'm
camera?
not sure right now. The fire chief's more the one taking, I'm helping out with the chief's taking the lead.
okay. All right, well, we should keep an eye on that, keep, okay. Composting options. Well, we talked last time.
Yeah, we're kind of just still smooth sailing with that. Basically don't really have anything else to report from the last meeting. Besides, we're losing one, our collections spot farm here on Queen Street will be no longer just because we're moving. But we're looking into other locations in town and I'm increasing the amount of bins out at 5 Mile.
So have you considered using? Sorry.
No, I'm just wondering how, when Tyler comes to our house, he has big garbage pails. And I'm thinking you're picking that up from mile 5?
So we have like inserts in the bins that are like compostable paper bags in there. So it's just easier for me to manage it. And also they tip, so it's not like I'm lifting it.
Right out.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just.
So there's I'm on the Lakeshore Committee of the Cedar Bay, and they're talking about manure at the, have you considered that as a source of compost?
I mean, it's possible. I will have the area to process that sort of stuff. Right now, I don't, unfortunately, but
You will have the area?
yeah.
So if you talk to either Kirk Davis or Tom, what's Tom's last name? Waterworks guy.
Should be the stable people, I think, because it's their manure. I think they're trying to move it.
Yeah, I know, but they're the two people that I'm talking about. Tom wants to have that area where the manure is.
Yeah.
For ski lessons.
Right, yeah.
Because it's more protected in that. And
It
so,
belongs to the stable, so the stable people would be probably happy if somebody,
well, I know, that's why I'm mentioning it, that's why I mentioned it to Tyler, is that
yeah.
if there's a possibility
Mhm.
that he could use that manure and that would solve the problem of, although you have to keep, the stable people have to have another place to store it, though, that would be.
Yeah, they'd have to develop another
Yeah,
area.
anyway, I just thought I'd throw it out, just as,
No, but no, they have asked me, they asked me about spoiled hay too. They had a bunch of spoiled hay that had gone moldy. They
Yeah.
wanted to know if I would take it, but I couldn't take it at the time just because I didn't have the
okay.
means to do it, but
Yeah,
I'd like to. The only issue is I don't really have any equipment. I'm
yeah,
human scale. So it's
Right.
hard to move a mountain of manure by yourself, but eventually, hopefully.
okay, I just thought I'd throw that out, just.
No, I mean, it's good, but he should talk to the stable. I mean, they own it.
What about
I understand that.
the fact that the manure is mixed in with shavings and all that? That's still okay? Because
Absolutely.
I know people don't want that for their.
Do they still use shavings for bedding? At the stables?
Like what, like wood shavings?
Yeah,
That
like
you want to mix that stuff in because you need that to
the brown as well as, yeah.
compost process.
Okay, all right.
Like in our chicken operation, we use straw or wood chips. Basically anything that's carbon or dried up leaves or anything like that. And it's amazing how fast it breaks down once you mix it all together. Doesn't take long.
Sawdust is ready.
Yeah, and that breaks down a little quicker.
Okay, I just thought I'd throw it out to Tyler just because I've been talking to other people about it. All right. Where's the communication? Anybody want to add anything new to communication and education?
I got just one. Who went out to the NWMO event? You went? Did you go?
I didn't.
How did you like it? Let me ask.
It was great.
Good? You learned a lot?
I learned a lot, yeah.
Did they flip you?
Sway you?
Sway you on any sides? Not put you on the spot.
All I can say is that it's important for people to have all of the information, because I think from what I'm hearing, there's a lot of decisions made on emotions versus facts. So I think that I was able to get a lot of facts, and unfortunately, I think there's no question that Ignace will be the site because number one, there are a lot more people down in the Bruce area that don't want it. And therefore politically, it's easier to have it here. And secondly, Ignace is a hurting town that needs employment and money. And so between the two, I don't think there's any case can be made for not having it in Ignace.
Yeah.
So I think that I talked to them about, I said, so how many trucks are going to be coming to ship the waste? And they said 2 trucks a day, 9 months of the year. They're not going to be trucking anything during the winter months because of the safety issue.
Spring and summer and fall is 9 months.
9 months.
Yeah, well, they're saying 9 months. I know, they said 9 months, but you know, basically what they're saying is that we're going to consider road conditions
Yeah,
when we're shipping it. So
yeah.
that they're looking at road conditions. Where was I going with this? So I suggested, I said, well, one of my concerns is that you're shipping this material this very long distance. How much greenhouse gas is going to be created by driving these trucks 2 a day for, well, say 9 months, 6 months? And then I kind of answered my own question by it's not supposed to be up and running until 2043.
Yeah.
So I would hope by 2043 that most of our transportation is going to be electric.
And hopefully by 2043, the highway's twinned.
Yeah, the highway's twinned.
Well, I hope by that they made a decision.
What they're saying is they're looking at 2 possibilities they call multimodal, which would be putting it on a train, taking it to, and then transferring it where the train goes to, and then driving it into the site on trucks. So that's one possibility. The other possibility is bringing it in trucks all the way. So I think that, like I said, it's important, you know, I wish they would have decided to leave it in the Bruce area because it's a, you know, they're transporting it all the way up here. But I think that now that the decision has been made, then it's important to look at what are the issues of putting it in Ignace. And so I found that a lot of the questions I had were answered. Personally, I don't think that transportation is as big a concern other than the greenhouse gas. The safety of the transportation, I don't think is as much of a concern as some people think it is. Because they showed me the containers that this is going to be transported in. And they also talked about how experiments have been done in Europe and Britain and I don't know, somewhere else where they've rammed this container with a train, they've exploded things beside it,
Drop them out of
airplanes. And, you know, the people who were in charge of the transportation showed me a model of the unit and explained how it was made. It's totally it's sealed totally. And they have this protector on the top of it so that if it falls off the truck, it's going to hit that first before it even hits what the rods are contained in. And as the woman pointed out, this is radioactive material, so with a Geiger counter, it's not very hard to figure out where it is.
Yeah.
So personally, I don't think the issue of transportation is as big an issue as you know some people feel it is. That's the way I look at it.
You just gotta make sure that the driver
Yeah.
is properly trained.
Oh yeah, well that's.
I know it goes without saying, but I mean, there's a fatality just in Oxdrift,
Oh, I know,
like a truck in a truck.
I know.
I'm just saying,
I think
you think,
It would be super because
I hope so. I'm just saying.
I totally agree.
Death on our
those highways are awful, and often it's a semi.
Yeah.
It's responsible for the accident. It's because of they need to get somewhere fast. They're not as well trained as you pointed out. They're not used to driving on well, even summertime, but on a winter time, they're not used to driving on the winter roads. And we've all seen these guys take really stupid chances to pass, and it's all about getting there as fast as you can. But anyway, I hear what you're saying, but
It's just an aside, like, I hope to God they experienced trained drivers.
yeah, I know
They are very specially trained.
they would be.
They
Yeah.
have to know how to,
Yeah.
if they had an emergency.
Yeah.
Yes.
I pointed out what you just said. I pointed out that there are lots of accidents on this highway. We'll better improve that. But anyway, I don't think there's a problem with, if he said, actually, he asked me, what do you think the safe range is from this radioactive material? What's the safe distance?
Just walk right up to it. And if it's in that container.
25 meters is what he said. I said 1 kilometer. I mean, 1 kilometer. No, 25 meters. But anyway, my point about the whole presentation is that it's important to get the facts and to also talk to people about what are the concerns. Like, I know another point that has been made is that, well, what if there's an earthquake? Well, she said that they've even looked at possibilities of glaciers and how the glacier would affect it.
Wow.
And I said, if there are glaciers coming through, we don't have to worry too much. There won't be any local farming, that's for sure. But and the area, I mean, it's all calculated risk, right? So the area has never been shown to have earthquakes.
Seismic.
I think there has
In
been.
1984, there was.
Well, mild earthquakes, but they have to map the area around the site where there has been mining or could be mining. And they also have to demonstrate that all of the rock within which they're storing the waste has no mineral value, so 10 or 100 years from now, somebody's going to be looking for copper and they're going to say, oh, there's copper here. So they have to demonstrate that whole area has no mineral value. So, I mean, I just thought that, as I said, it's important to get all of the facts before, I'll say it again. I think it was a wrong decision to bring it to Ignace instead of keeping it at Bruce, but that decision has been made, and I don't think there's any way we can go back on that.
This is just the bee in my bonnet kind of thing. I mean, decisions were made. They say the people want it. The people have voted for it. The people have said, yes, they want it. But how much money has been spent to woo? I will use that instead of prostitute yourself, to get all this money, and every person in every, on the reserves and everything are making big bucks. Of course, you're gonna say, oh, sure, bring it on, like, and what could we do with that money? Could we have used that money to find some alternate source of energy, or, I'd love to know how many millions, if not billions, has been spent.
Yeah, they say nuclear is cheaper and safer and all that stuff, but look at what they have to do with 40 years. I mean, they've been working on this 20 years ago. They came up here. 20 years they've been studying it, and it'll be another 20 years before they do anything. It's nuts.
Well, the other thing I asked them, because this is something that has been something I have thought been watching, is so France, and I think there are other places where they can take the waste that they've created by generating electricity, and they can reprocess that and use it again. And the half-life of it, which is usually what they say is the time that it takes to break down, is significantly reduced. So instead of 1,000 years for this stuff to break down, it's maybe 500 or 250 years or something like that. So I asked them to why that's not being done in Canada. And they said that the CANDU reactors are create this waste, which is much more costly and difficult to reprocess because the reactors in France use a different process. So they said that there was a company that was exploring, a way that you could use the CANDU waste to reprocess it. So I said, well, who is that? Can you give me their information? And the one woman says, well, I don't even think they're doing much anymore. And the other woman says, she gets on her computer and she says, oh, here they are. And yeah, they're still working. So she gave me I can pass this on to you. She gave me the contact information so that we could explore. Because what I said to them is that, okay, so this isn't going to be functional until 2043. So is it possible that in the meantime, a company will develop a process that can convert this waste into a less harmful thing? Because look, I mean, what's that, 18 years from now? A lot can happen. This company that's working on it could develop a way of doing it. It's got to be stored anyway, but it's the potential or I can't think of the word of it. It's not as harmful for as long a period of time if it's reprocessed in a certain way. So that was another thing that I don't think I brought that information, but I can send it online to everybody.
Like reprocessed to make more electricity?
Yeah.
So these nuclear, well, Joyce and I actually went on a tour of the nuclear plants down in southern Ontario. So these nuclear bundles are around this big around,
Yeah.
this long, about big around. And they got all the uranium rods all around it. They last in the reactor for about a year, and then they become unstable. And then they got to take them out. And then they end up they're still very, very hot. So it's all done by robots and mechanics. And they're then put into cooling ponds for 10 years to cool down enough that they can actually take them out and store them in these big vaults that they basically it's about 10 feet tall. It's 12 inches thick of concrete. And they fill these big they can roll them along, these vaults. They fill them with the nuclear bundles, seal the lid, and then they put them in these warehouses. And these things were there, you can actually walk up to them.
Yeah.
And they're warm with the
too. Yeah, 'cause I went on that thing tour. Yeah.
So that's where they say, how can you not extend the lifespan of these nuclear bundles? The fact that in the last year, yet they're still producing.
Yeah.
Major heat,
Not enough to do the job.
Well, it's enough. It's just they become unstable.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this company was looking at how they could
We'll just continue using that.
continue using them in some way that I guess what they're exploring is how do you make sure that they're stable
Yes.
when you're reusing them, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, I guess I just think that there's a possibility that by the time this waste that exists now, as you're pointing out, has to be stored somewhere because it's there. It's been produced. Whether we produce more of it or not is another thing. That's the whole issue of do we want to continue with nuclear? And that's a whole different situation. Like they're talking about these SMRs, small modular reactors, and that's a whole other new thing that they're talking about. But one of the things about nuclear is that to create a nuclear plant, it takes a heck of a lot of time to do it, and it takes a heck of a lot of time to decommission it.
I know,
So that these things when they say it's a good alternative. The problem is that it's costly to build
Mhm.
and it's costly to
Decommission.
decommission.
it definitely is a bridge between what we have now and the future, right? Like nuclear is that bridge. I don't think nuclear energy is the solution.
Yeah,
It's definitely part of the solution. It's our bridge to the solution, but is it the solution? Probably not.
yeah,
I'm sure 100 years from now, right? There's going to be
yeah.
antimatter, or you know what I mean? We're going to figure out something, and at least I hope
Well,
so.
they have this,
We haven't destroyed ourselves in 100 years, but
well, they got
Yeah.
this is nuclear fusion. They have nuclear fission, which is basically breaking water, using water. I think it's
Yeah.
breaking the water molecule down somehow.
yeah, because I'm just saying that takes so much energy to do, right? So we haven't yet figured out.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of these things take energy to do, like carbon capture takes an awful lot of energy to do too. So it's complicated, but anyway, I'll stop there. But my point of bringing all this up is that it's important to know all the facts and not necessarily make decisions based on emotions.
Yeah.
Then if you can ever get a chance to take that tour, it's really worthwhile.
Yeah.
It's very interesting, yeah.
Oh, one
Back to
thing.
the story, sorry, it's 60 years before those things were actually,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
How long?
60 years. Because it's 10 years of the cooling bombs, 50 years in these big concrete vaults.
Do they have concrete vaults filled and ready to go?
I would imagine basically they're just in a big warehouse, they're about 8 feet in diameter, about 10 feet tall, and they're just filled up and they're just set in these warehouses.
So why can't they leave them in the warehouse?
well, that was another alternative that we talked about. Just
I have a photo of it somewhere in my phone too.
And now they gotta
Too.
ship.
And that's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was stuff from 1970, that was like way back.
Exactly, I can't recall, but yeah.
Years and years ago.
I suppose it could be
From 1970.
more unstable, just sitting in a warehouse rather than in the ground somewhere.
Repository.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I
I
did-
forgot one very important point. So actually the woman who is sort of the central person in this presentation is from Ignace. I didn't realize it.
Oh yeah.
When you met what's her name?
Chantel.
Chantel.
Yeah.
Chantel. She,
Yeah. And her husband works in Sioux Lookout, right? Or did some work in Sioux Lookout. Yeah.
she went to school with Jody.
Yeah, but that's,
Wasn't she the principal of Ignace High School or Ignace?
So that's Lori. That was her former worker there or something like that.
Was a Chantel there too, so.
So anyway, she said, because I told her I was the chair of the environment committee and talked about you organizing it. She said, if you want us to come and make a presentation on any issue, transportation, safety, whatever, just she gave me her card and she said, just let me know and we'll come there. So,
Is she the physicist?
no, I don't, no, she's not.
She was the person, and
Was there any protest?
No, I wasn't the only one there.
But say me and my dad we were the first ones there. We helped get it set up. And
Yeah,
I don't think a lot of people showed up, but
I
that's
don't think so either.
no protests or anything?
Oh, no protest,
Well,
no.
they were at the Travel Information Center
Yeah,
a week
ago.
ago or something.
Is that here in town?
At the Legion.
The Legion, yeah.
It's out of town, so I couldn't.
Yeah, anyways, do you have any other questions? My dolly is right here.
So you got some swag.
It's so,
You got
it's so.
fat.
Yeah, yeah, they gave me a pen too. This is confidence and safety. So they have, and the other thing that is, important to know is, when they come up with their ultimate plan, then there is going to be, an impartial committee of, I don't know how many people they're going to assess every aspect of the plan. So it's not necessarily going to be, okay, whitewashed by the NWMO. There has to be approval by this assessment panel as
Would
well.
they be like Trumpers group around them?
Did
Sorry, but you can pick your impartial people.
you hear he wants to change the Washington football team back from the Reds. They're called the Washington Guardians, and he says he's going, if they don't change it back to the Washington Redskins, he's gonna charge them for the use of the field or some stupid thing like that. Like, he's such a doughhead. Anyway, sorry, I'll stop. Yeah, I mean, okay,
That was
I'm just glad
communication.
you don't have any say in it, do we? Council.
oh gosh.
Your garden?
What do you think of him when you?
How does your garden grow? Are you done?
Okay. No, I'm still waiting for a few people to clean up their beds.
Sending threatening emails to them?
No, I haven't, no,
Oh, yeah?
I sent a very kind and sweet one
Mhm.
last week and.
It's really hard to clean up when there's 2 feet of snow. You should come first. Yeah.
Anyway, I did purchase some manure and I've been putting them in as bed's empty. So, yeah, other than that,
Okay.
just waiting. There was something in the minutes. Now, did I bring that up about the fire smart cleaning up that area?
You did.
And it said something about Harry was gonna check, but.
Yeah, cause he's the firefighter move.
Oh, that's
He's a
why.
firefighter, yeah.
He's a
I
firefighter.
thought that would have to come from you.
He was gonna talk to Jeremy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's funding to do some of the stuff.
But now he's been happening up there, so I'm just wondering.
We'll have to wait for Harry.
Send Harry an email, just ask him.
Okay, yeah, I should do that, eh?
Some projects. There was something you were gonna talk about, no?
Well, we're working through the 10-year capital.
Oh, right, yes.
So it's next to our neighbors, of course, session of council,
Right.
talk about like part of it, so.
All right.
So once it becomes public information, then we can share some, that's.
Okay, perfect. That's great. Thanks.
I'm just being nosy, but you posted all this stuff about another lot has been sold, another lot has been sold.
Like at the Hillcrest Hub?
What's going in there? What are these lots being sold for?
You can't say that.
Oh,
There's two that we can say, right? Or no? Jody?
I don't really know.
Okay, I don't know too.
well, then you tease us with another lot has been sold and says,
Session, so I'd suggest.
Yeah, I was say they were in closed session. I don't think I could.
No, we can't, we can't.
But I mean, it is, yeah, they are being sold, yeah, like
Basically 4 lots have been sold.
Mhm.
out of, in total 7,
10.
out of 10, sorry, yeah.
What's happening?
so I saw that the ride out group is getting going on that hotel now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
they had a backhoe there a few days ago and they're.
Still there,
Yeah.
Still there?
still there.
The Sturgeon River
Yeah.
place?
Oh,
Sturgeon River Road.
okay.
Now, are they gonna are they gonna hook up to, sewer and water through that subdivision, or are they gonna have to
No, it's-
the road?
It's the lot service, there's hopefully the service.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay,
For the hotel.
that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
All right, moving along here, after municipal projects we have. Urban recognition.
Okay. Cornell sent me a picture of Christian Boivin. This is a new one. And so I contacted him. And he said, Mrs. Saltel, I don't know if you remember, but you taught us this book and that grabbed me and I'm now a reader and all this. And it was so huge. You know?
Isn't it?
Anyway, so he just rationalized his whole reason for picking up garbage and how the future, the children in the future, and we have to teach people to do this. And it was so cute. So I did send it to Chris Pollard and he was away and everything. And he said he would get it going, but he works his magic and weaves these little stories that I send him into something really cute. So I'm hoping that that will.
Who's the
Chris
person?
Boivin.
Christian Boivin, yes.
Okay.
How old is he?
He'd be
See, he's in his 30s.
30s, yeah, like,
Yeah. His brother is Miko's age. Miko's 35 and Chris is younger than him.
anyway, it was really
He
cute.
was 35, wow. Oh, he's my age.
Is he doing it around town here?
Yeah, like he was in,
His
didn't you see him by the post office?
Yeah, at the post office, yeah.
Yeah. There's also a few
I-
names that
Yeah,
Christine told us
Thank you.
at the Blueberry Festival.
yeah.
Carl Friesen, Randy Henriksen, Bill and Susan Holstetter. Great
Hochstettlers.
Hochstetter,
Oh,
sorry.
yeah, we know
Yeah.
them, yeah.
But they have,
They've all been recognized already,
Yeah.
except Randy. What
Randy
does
has-
Randy do?
he does the highway from town to the dump twice a year. He picks up 600 pounds of garbage.
I
Wow.
can believe that.
I thought it was the Lions Club or something.
No, they do the bypass. They don't go out from the bypass to the town dump. Randy does. I was like, because I visited my dad in the hospital. He's out now, which is great.
Oh, good.
But I'm looking around the hospital grounds and it's
Oh, yeah.
bothering me.
Yeah.
So I
That's good.
grab my bag and my picker and I go around. And he was out visiting his brother Rick. So we just struck up a conversation because he's like, I had quite a bag, and I didn't even go deep into the woods because there was a lot in there. It's this. And he's like, whoa, where'd you pick all that? I'm like, just on the grass, just in the grass. And that's when he told me that he did the highway, the dump. Huh, no small feat.
Yeah.
So
Those ditches are so deep now.
some of them are very steep. So anyway, he needs to be recognized for
Okay.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
somebody
I
named,
don't know how many years he's been doing it though either. I should ask him.
Well, he just lives down, like, we just saw him at the dump today. He's taken on another job now. He's, helping Nelson Rosiak haul all his stuff to the dump whenever he needs. Like, he just see, I said to Roger, how does he find these jobs,
It's everybody.
Very social.
He does know everybody, yeah.
He used to be a super auto parts there.
Yeah, yeah.
He got to know everybody.
Hockey and, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we need to put him down on the
Okay.
recognition
Yeah.
list.
The other two recognize them.
Randy Hendrickson.
there's somebody by the name of Carpenter that somebody told me about.
Oh, yeah, she does,
Kathy?
Sturgeon River Road.
That'd be Kathy?
Kathy Carpenter?
Kathy.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, is she just still doing it?
I don't know.
For a while, but she
I don't.
threw in the towel.
I didn't see her this spring.
No, maybe not. But there was a man by the name of Carpenter that, Brian or somebody.
Okay, I don't know that.
And I just wondered if anybody knew. Kai Kavakowski told me, but I
Oh.
looked him up and Brian Carpenter on Facebook is dead. So I don't know who he is.
Of course, we haven't officially recognized, well, did we I put it on the Environment Committee Facebook page, but I don't think we've recognized you and Reese for all that tidying cleanup you did around.
Paper and everything.
Yeah.
Well,
And another one, Kathy Story,
Yeah.
I had written to her, and then the municipality did a big thing about her and put it on Facebook, and so she goes, well, I guess you might as well just wait, so, because I mean, that's
Yeah.
exactly, I contacted her after the last,
Very well that
yeah.
reached on her. Yeah. Because I reached out to the staff member and I was like, hey, if you need a volunteer, somebody from Hudson. And I was surprised how big it blew up. That was really nice. Yeah. Wrote a little thing on Kathy and they made a little thing. I sent her the photo of Kathy. They made a
Right.
post of her and they took what I said and made a post. And yeah, they did a pretty good job.
Important.
I think Kathy was, humbled,
Yeah.
People don't want to say, oh yeah, that was great. It was nice. You can tell that her face was all happy and everything when I told her about it. So it's just good.
Well, she does do a lot there.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll keep looking for the elusive carpenter.
Yeah, I think Kathy Carpenter used to do it. And I think I asked her about it. She said she did not want any publicity at all.
Well, there you go.
She wouldn't even come to
Oh.
we had a meeting and all of.
Yeah, well, there was another lady too, and she did not want anything done. Well, you can
Some
only,
people just do it out of
yeah.
the kindness of just doing it, right?
Randy Hendrickson, eh?
Yeah.
That would be good.
I should have taken a picture of that. The dump.
All right. Locally sourced food. Well,
waiting for Tyler to start growing again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's good.
Well, maybe you could tell us. Can you tell us a bit about this PACE thing?
Yeah, so I don't know if you guys know, but the Mayfair units are up for small businesses. We were selected for one of the units in there. So we'll be moving all of our indoor production from our home now into there. And also doing retail and such, but I'm also on the board of directors for the 807 Food Co-op, so that's like the whole region around here. So we're hopefully gonna try to connect other farmers to have stuff there as well for sale. It's harder, we're just trying to connect it better with direct to customer rather than the farmers markets because they're seasonal, obviously. And a lot of the farmers just don't wanna come up here, right? Because their markets are already fulfilled. So,
So we've got units in the old Mayfair building.
yeah, we've been moving into our unit for the last 2 weeks and we're hopefully gonna be open in the next
Oh, wow.
week or so. So I don't know when the official grand opening is happening, but soon.
And so can you, I saw the facelift, but can you tell us?
Say,
Yeah, it looks so much more better,
Oh,
so much
better.
more better.
So it's a business incubator program, so they offer mentorship through PACE. It's a funded program, I think that, so they're helping out with rent and mentorship for businesses that want to go in there.
Hmm.
And yeah,
So, but I mean, when I access your
Unit.
unit, is it separate from the other?
yes,
units?
everybody's a separate, so they'll be their own retail stores, basically.
And it's just the three of them, right? One, two, three.
Three of them, and then I believe that Eric said that Home Hardware is gonna have like their own section too.
Yeah.
So the theater part is not part of what you're doing?
No, that's been rented out to, I don't know who, but that's not part of it. Basically, just the whole front of the building was made into 3 units plus an additional side unit.
well, you have,
Very, very nice in there.
Popcorn.
you have a front street window.
Yes.
You'll have a front
Okay.
street.
So our unit is basically the one that's right on Front Street, the little glass door.
Yeah.
That's our unit. We don't have any other windows though, unfortunately. But there's a smaller unit beside that has the posters up on it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's fully window. I don't know if they're gonna take the posters down, I would assume.
Leave them up and maybe put like Blueberry Festival.
Yeah.
26 or something
No,
like that.
but that's another unit, right?
Yeah,
So,
that's a smaller unit and then there's a larger unit in behind it as you go through the main theater doors. There's a very large unit in there.
And have they been rented out or is it?
All of them have been taken, as far as I know, but I just don't know the specifics of who is in there.
right.
No, I'm assuming their PACE is gonna announce it and I'm assuming in the next week or so.
I was wishing red.
So it's not offices.
It's not offices, it's all local businesses.
Good for, that's great.
That's,
That was the whole stipulation around it. They didn't want more offices going into there. So, yeah. Hopefully it'll spark more interest downtown.
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Trouble is, there's not too many other places that, well, I guess there's a few other places that
Somebody doing a
are.
coffee house or something like that, or?
Are they still taking openings?
As far as I know, they are. I believe they've all been spoken for.
Because my whole thing is that if I could ever open a business, it'll be a dry cleaners.
Okay.
That will be my business. And we need one so bad here.
We had one.
I know, I remember in like a Kenora, we had two, and remember I went to Thunder Bay, $190. And I was like, oh, I thought I'd be $100 maximum. And he goes, okay, come to like 180 something. I was like,
Thanks.
oh, credit card.
Yeah.
I was,
Have you thought about getting one of those big greenhouses that you could use like, say, 9 months out of the year type of thing? Apparently there are those somewhere.
Well, there is that technology and that's something that we're looking into, but probably not like in town, probably on our
Town.
property, but we're trying to harness that with our composting because there's a lot of different technology now that you can utilize to divert that waste into energy. So one of the one technology, the digester we're looking at does produce a biomass or a fertilizer, so it can be used for both. So we're looking into boilers, systems that could burn that biomass to end up heating the greenhouse too, so.
Pellets that they burn.
Yeah.
With the sawdust. that-
Yeah, but it would be converting the food waste and from
Horse
the,
manure.
or anything, right? But you'd have to convert it first through the digester. But the technology is out there now. But one of the companies we were looking at was European, and we were looking at that, but the maintenance on them was not very good. So we're looking at a different company from different country.
It would be, just kind of talking about compost, it'd be great to divert restaurant
Yeah.
garbage and fresh markets, food waste.
That's what we're looking into in the future. Like, we're just starting small with the residential, just to feel it out, but
Yeah.
if we don't get a lot of interest residentially, then we will shift our focus to the more industrial. Because that's a huge market.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's on our radar.
Yeah, but he's me, myself and I. That's,
But if we get this, if we can, invest in this technology with the digester, it converts the waste in days rather than months,
Oh, wow.
right? So it's, yeah, and it
It's,
doesn't produce any carbon emissions. It doesn't produce any liquid, nothing. So, there's lots of incentives around. It's just a matter of getting the proper funding and financing and sorting all that out.
And it runs on electricity?
does it come in different sizes?
Yes.
So you can get, yeah,
There's ones that they use in restaurants, there's some that they use in malls. Actually, the Thunder Bay Mall, I think, utilizes one to do it's either the Thunder Bay or Winnipeg, I can't remember.
is this something like the food cycle?
It is, but it's a giant one. And it actually does more than just dehydrate and grind it up. It actually adds they use microbial activators in it, so you get a nutrient-rich product at the
it's
end.
a compost rather than.
Yeah.
The,
Basically just a soil amendment, right? So,
And you can burn it or you can use it as compost.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
okay, so quick question. The size of unit you're looking at, ballpark, how much is that?
Roughly about 60 to 80,000. Yeah, and that's just for the unit specifically, and then you need to, house it, obviously. But it doesn't really need to be fancy, and then the electricity needed to run it is, most of these units need three-phase, so it's big power, but it's more efficient power. So yeah, there's some complications around that, but
Mhm,
Yeah.
right.
but it's exciting.
It's an element that draws a lot of power, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's some trade-offs, right? It's converting waste, but it's also, it doesn't actually use a lot of power. It depends on the size of the unit. So
Are you getting the mid-range, smaller or bigger? Like, what does that?
probably like the mid-range.
Mid-range.
It converts like 400 kilograms of waste per cycle,
Oh,
A cycle is how long?
about 1 to 2 days.
That's like over 800 pounds.
Yeah, so it can convert a lot of waste.
Jeez.
We tried to base it off of our composting model that we were focusing on with the residential pickup. With some expansion for industrial as well. So if that is successful, if we're able to, produce a lot through that little one, then it would be beneficial to get a larger unit down the road.
So you're putting 400 and what?
The unit that we looked at was 400 kgs.
That's what you put into it.
Yeah,
So what you get out of it would be a lot less
I
than,
think it converts like 70% of that.
yeah, because you got a lot of liquid in there.
But it contains all of that, so it only produces a steam. I'm not gonna call it an emission, but a steam discharge. And then that would just be going into your regular sewer system, but it doesn't.
The greenhouse and heat, this uses.
Yeah.
Plans with it.
Yeah, no, that's right.
But it's also a stable product, so the end product is stable, so no pathogens or anything
Yeah.
in there too, so that's kind of the concern with using the food cycler stuff, is we don't know if all the pathogens and
Oh, yeah.
and whatnot is actually killed in that process, so.
So you could use hospital waste?
Mhm. Yeah, fish waste, slurry, any of that stuff. Yeah,
And my brother wouldn't find it in the dumpsters.
well, that's it. And
It's
if
terrible.
we can keep that stuff out of the landfill, it would just make it
That's
less.
what I mean, fresh market, they take so much to the dump. It's horrifying.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll use it horrifying how much they bring to the dumps. And all the greenhouse gases released from their refuse is enormous.
And this technology too, there's not a lot of regulations around it. So like traditional composting, like what we do, there's a lot of regulation around it. So you have to store it properly, hold it properly. Anything that leaches away from it, you gotta make sure that you contain it. So there's lots of regulation, but with these units, basically all of that is bypassed because it's already converting it all and you're not storing it for a long amount of time. So
Right.
you're not having to worry about any of that. Probably convert it before it even smells, really.
So when there was a push from Kenora, a man named Peter Kirby came and made a presentation.
I spoke to him.
Yeah, he's a good guy to talk to. So just Alana, what they were saying is they're trying to find a community that they could pilot a composting program. And one of the arguments or reasons for having it was just what you just mentioned, is that you reduce the amount of methane that's produced by that dump by getting all this organic material out of there, because when it's covered, it's what's the word? It's anaerobic.
Okay.
So it's without oxygen.
Yeah.
And it produces methane. So we tried to convince the municipality that it would be a useful thing to do, but we're a small community and they probably thought, well, it's expensive and the amount of methane we produce is minimal or whatever. I don't know what they.
Well, now I think that they're more concerned about it now.
Yeah.
So that's why they had asked me about the composting program. So it's kind of,
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Good.
they're concerned about the longevity of the landfill.
It is, yeah.
So, and
It's very
especially
expensive.
the
New land.
possibility of them taking on that soil as well. So, yeah, that's kind of concerning.
Did you hear the years ago there was a plan to use all of the fish carcasses to create fish emulsion, which is a great fertilizer, and there was a company, I think they were from Kenora or somewhere like that, they were considering. So basically all the outfitters, instead of taking the guts out to the island and feeding the eagles and seagulls,
Seagulls and eagles.
they would dump it at this site where it would be processed and made into fish emulsion, which is a great fertilizer. So that's another thing to explore.
You mean you're gonna
I
block?
was gonna mention that I've just, this summer I've had an incinerator toilet, applied in my camp. Really quite interesting. Are you familiar with them?
No, the composting toilets, obviously, but yeah.
No, it's not compost, it's an incinerator, so.
So it uses an electrical element? Okay.
Yeah.
And what do you do with the ashes from the waste?
Anywhere.
Yeah.
It's just ashes.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah.
But yeah, the technology out there now is pretty amazing. What they're coming up with and what they're able to do. So we're looking into a few things for sure.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
If anybody wants a demonstration, please come out.
Just make sure you don't blow up.
You're not filming,
Yeah.
you're not filming it, are you?
Videos.
Okay, moving right along here. Waste
Dealt
reduction,
with that.
that's kind of what we're just talking about.
Yeah.
All right,
Mm.
municipal litter strategy. So we've got the adopt a block, which is probably not gonna get going until next year now, by the sound of it, I don't know.
Well, Matt just got back this week, so I'll share all the information I've gathered.
Oh, okay.
And, with it next week, like, just to give him time to sell back in.
Sure, so maybe for our November meeting, we'll have more information? Okay, that's great.
The worst part is, cigarette butts.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know,
Yeah.
I know.
can't believe how many people Still smoke.
I wanna say that around the hospital because they have signs everywhere that say you're not allowed to, but everybody is smoking everywhere.
Nobody enforces it.
I couldn't find a security. I went in there for blood work last week and I tried to find a security guard and I could not find nobody.
I don't know where they go either.
So,
If you go to their office and you knock, nobody's there.
Mm. No, it's terrible.
I'm thinking maybe the little butts should be a candy or something and people just eat them.
or at least they biodegrade or something.
Yeah.
You eventually, but
They're
Like plastics or plastic,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, filters plastic. All right,
Budget.
budget,
How much we got them?
I believe we got everything.
500.
I don't think we spent it. I went through the last round of minutes and stuff throughout the year.
I mean,
Well,
like
we
the
didn't
signs.
spend it on the signs,
Yeah, we-
you know?
Supposed to spend it.
It was gonna be through the mat tax.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
4,000 for this year, 2,000 for next year.
The
So-
adoptable thing.
What did you spend it on? Gotta spend it or we won't get it next year.
we can, I mean, for the budget 2026, we could, let's ask for more garbage bins. Cause we only got 3 this year, right? How much did we get? We got 3, only got 3 new garbage. Maybe we need to save more money. Get 5.
are we going to try to identify where there's a lack of garbage cans?
I thought-
Yeah, remember?
She sent out the map with all where.
Yeah,
they all-
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, this was a few months ago.
yeah.
Sorry, I didn't see it.
Just a while back.
Just last month or so.
Richard at Fuller Park, there's 2 of them.
There's still,
Yeah.
yeah,
So there's still, okay,
there's still 2 there.
they're gonna.
Oh, not yet, no.
So is Richard in charge of those things?
Yeah, Richard's down there, although I think he's on vacation somewhere for the last month or so.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea, more garbage.
We're gonna buy garbage cans?
No,
What are we gonna do?
Let's-
with the money?
That's one the thing about.
requests maybe for the 2026 budget, because what we did 15,000 this year, maybe let's make up to 25,000.
We need to spend the
Let's not-
25.
We need to spend this year, so never mind next year. Let's get rid of this
We
year.
haven't spent anything this year.
No.
Since the beer
We
summer.
Spend them on the sign,
Nice, but I guess we don't.
Why aren't we not selling on signs now?
because the mat tax. No,
They're
it's
covering
supposed to
it.
be accommodation.
Signs, I think we're gonna come out of our budget.
So,
Yeah.
The sign for,
Waste
how much
signs.
waste would come out of this much?
right,
Yeah.
and adopt a block would come out of the mat tax budget.
Well, I can, what can we do? Get soil and just leave it there until next year.
Can we hold it, like, can we hold it
In
in?
reserve,
Oh, yeah,
I forgot to ask for soil.
Be fiscally responsible, just leave it, just not spend it.
Yeah, that's it.
So spend it.
No, we're being spent.
We got it.
it's like a couple $1,000s, it's not much, eh?
But I need to order it, we would have to order it. And, well, could we order it and then have it paid for and then they deliver it next year? Is that?
When you're talking about soil, how much, like a dump truck load of soil?
So we just,
I
But even if we were to get it, I could.
$700, $800.
Put it over top of it, so nobody's noticed it, and then just put it in there next year,
Where would you put it?
right in front of the garden.
Like in front of the garden, not inside the fence, but
Oh, we're
outside?
gonna get a truck in the fence, inside the
Oh,
fence.
but maybe you wheel it in.
Then it could become a,
To put it in.
Exactly, you're gonna have to do that, yeah.
You should see me with all that manure, I do one bag at a time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, so is that a possibility, Jody?
So for 2 loads with delivery, it was 1820, or it is 1820. 18 yards each.
is that a dump truck?
Yeah, basically.
That's how much for 2 loads?
So, yeah, what we have here is. Yeah, 1620 plus $200 delivery.
Who is that from?
That's Baron.
Yeah, I think that, no, I got it from Mosier last year, or whenever it was Mosier's. It wasn't.
You're saying 1,600?
Yeah, I think it paid like 1,400 for
1820 including delivery charge.
So that, And then we've got the signs with,
Plus applicable taxes.
so if we got that and the signs, we're getting close, we're getting a lot closer. What are the signs costing?
Because Adopt a Block is now MAT tax, I think just the hazardous waste sign is like $164. I'll find it if I don't find it in 2 seconds, I'll look and see.
And
Cause James,
how about if we,
What are you thinking?
Just a truck full.
Okay, so then that would be half that cost.
so like
Yeah, I
800,
don't need two, like when Mark brought it, it was a big truck. I don't know how many.
He's got a smaller truck now too.
Does he have a smaller one now?
He can just bring it in that instead of the dump truck if you don't need a full dump truck load. And I could also donate at least a truckload of compost to the community garden too. That I have ready.
Oh. Where am I gonna put that?
There.
yeah, mix it right in right there.
Can we pay for the signs in advance? Is that something you must?
so, yeah, so I just found it. So the Adopt a Block sign, we're not paying for, but the size of it was gonna be 48 by 48 for $256.40 plus HST. The hazardous waste sign down below would have been 48 by 24 for $160.25 plus HST, not installed because he thought municipal staff would install the sign.
That's one sign,
One sign, 160.
160.
Hmm.
So we have 3 signs or what?
We have 4, right?
Actually, I was up at the Ball Diamonds and there's another one of those like what we're replacing at the Tick Center. There's another community, please keep our community clean. There's one up there, okay, the Ball Diamond. There's one in front of the Caboose.
Oh, yeah.
There's one at the Travel Info Center, and then there's one on the Hudson Highway,
Yeah, so it's
or
5.
not Hudson Highway, Alcona,
Oh.
or a Home Hardware's little
Yeah,
center.
so that's Alpena Drive.
Yeah.
In Hudson, so
And,
there's
and,
6.
and so that's 5,
6? That was at 5, no?
and then Hudson, so it's 4 plus 1 is
5.
Hudson's 5.
Okay.
Hudson needs
Putting the signs is with those signs?
taking those ones down,
Okay.
putting up, maybe we're overkill though. Maybe we just need Adopt a Block at the Travel Info Center and the hazardous waste there. And then the Alcona Drive sign. Maybe we don't even do the other Ball Diamond and the train, that one in front.
There is a lot of traffic up at the golf course, so.
Yeah, I would think.
So you want to
And
do
then
Adopt a
Hudson
Block
too.
there and a hazardous waste
Yes.
there?
Because we just said that people aren't using it, so I think the more information.
Yeah, put it in their face as many places as you can.
So we're talking 4 or 5? You said maybe it's overkill.
Well, there's 4 in town
Yeah.
and then there's one in Hudson.
Mhm.
Do we want to do all 4 in town?
Yes.
Might as well just do all of them, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's,
Do you want to do an Adopt a Block sign
I
at where the train is?
might wanna wait on that until
That's what I'm wondering.
that gets processed going here.
Okay,
so, so
but that's,
we're talking like $800 for those signs then. 160 times 5?
160 times 5, yeah.
Can we pay for those?
Well, if James will invoice us. that-
Yeah, you can ask them that,
Okay.
and then that.
Okay.
Some money.
Okay,
That can be your.
Might
speed
speed
it
up.
Hey, we're gonna pay you, we're gonna pay you.
So we're talking now 800 plus for the soil, 800 plus for the sign, so we're up to $1,600.
Out of
I've
25,
got $900 left to spend if you want.
all the signs, all 5 signs.
Christmas party.
How about the garbage cans to round it off?
What does a garbage can cost?
They're expensive.
Well, we did 15,000 for 3 of them.
That's
Well,
ridiculous.
not the
Not the-
lots of-
Bellies.
The big belly.
not the, no, we don't want they wouldn't need those.
And the big bellies are American too.
Yeah, so maybe, the rest of the money could be to purchase other garbage cans.
Yes.
And we
I'm looking at people for, yes,
Yeah, why not? I think we need more along Wellington.
yes.
like when you start at the roundabout,
Yes,
there's no garbage can
I know.
at the roundabout or at the beginning. Your first garbage can, I think, would be like across from Pelican.
Yeah.
Is there, or is there one
There's
before?
one in the corner, the one in the corner, just by Pelican, right there, where Sixth Avenue comes out, or no, Fourth Avenue.
And yeah, and we're gonna buy a lot more for the Hillcrest Hub, once that's
Oh.
operational, we're gonna buy at least 6 of them.
I just saw a person walking towards the sunset at the new Hillcrest, like, you know, and putting the garbage right on the,
That concrete shelf there?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that was.
and I almost did a spin around.
Should have done one. And
I'm disappointed.
I'm so disappointed in you.
Let's say, I did clean out today after the TRC walk under the bypass of the CN. I cleaned out all the garbage.
Oh, nice. Thank
There's a
you.
lot.
Thank
There was
you.
garbage hidden in the rocks,
They like to put the,
but it's been cleaned out now. It's been cleaned
that's,
out.
And the garbage.
Garbage can right on the other side.
Right there
Yeah.
on the side.
Oh,
I do
You're
want
a
to,
good man.
I do want to ask, Meredith is gone now for 2 weeks. I do want to ask them, the garbage can that is off to the side from that one bench, the one bench that's in front of the old caboose.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, there's a bench. Well, the garbage can is about 20 feet away and it's set back from the sidewalk.
yes,
Move that garbage can to beside the bench,
yes.
closer to the sidewalk.
Yeah.
It's like, it drives me nuts. It's like, move it closer. Why is it so far away?
That's-
If I could roll the damn and drag it, I would roll it.
Come along.
Like, Kirk, come on, you're gonna help me with this garbage can.
Just throw it on.
Then you'll be arrested because
Dude, I'm gonna dolly it over.
Yeah, move it.
Anyway.
Okay.
Make a great news story.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so does that sound like we could probably pay for, spend our $2,500 in those ways?
I think so, yeah.
What about utilizing some of that for like newspaper advertising? Cause I know that's not cheap too. Like for some of the things that we run, like the environment, the hazardous waste.
I think that comes out of.
It comes out.
Yes, yeah, I mean, it is municipality, but it's not from us, yeah.
From budget.
Well, does everybody have a garbage picker?
Curtis.
Yeah,
Everybody have a garbage picker?
I don't know.
I can't find my garbage.
We need to,
Or to have
Some
more of
garbage.
those, yes.
let's
Yeah,
buy
they
some
were all
garbage
given out.
pickers.
Did they get stored somewhere? Or cold?
they're at the Public Works garage.
The
right?
rec center has some.
Those, yeah.
Rec center has some,
Okay, those are the ones we
But-
purchased then.
but maybe we buy some garbage pickers for ours. I have one. I love it. I mean, I don't love it, but it's, I keep it in the back of my car.
Well, we see
Yeah, we
you
did, yeah.
stopping, hopping out of the car.
Like, no. I gotta pick that up. Drives me crazy.
Well, let's look at what we have left over at our next meeting and see whether or not, we have enough.
Half a dozen. They're not, you don't have to buy the deluxe. I don't
Yeah,
even,
yeah.
but, buy a dozen.
Dollar store there, not a dollar store, what is it called?
Red Apple or something?
No, the one at the
Isn't
highway.
it the dog?
Your dollar store with more.
Huh?
Dollar store with more.
Yeah, well, apparently they had some there that were pretty cheap.
It's up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta check them out and make sure they're not cheap.
Yeah, they don't last long.
Gotta-
You got, and they're not comfortable. You'd be surprised, just the angle of the handle, you can start to strain, especially when you're going hours and hours.
Carpal tunnel.
Yeah.
And ice my elbow. They don't
Okay, it's 6:30, we gotta move on here.
do that.
Okay, we're gonna
Your enthusiasm.
Yeah.
buy soil, we're gonna buy,
Sign.
soil signs and
Pickers.
garbage cans and then pickers if we have to be stored. Sounds like a song. Signed, sealed, delivered.
Yeah.
Contact you.
Yes.
In advance.
Yeah.
We did that. We've done that with James before. We've paid in advance and then he gets the signs out to us.
Who's calling for the dirt soil?
We can do that.
Well, I just sent a,
Just want one load.
Well, just a
So
load,
like full,
a truck, full truckload, yeah. So you'll have to get them to phone me
Okay.
before they deliver so that I can be there to.
Tell them where to go.
But I just wrote to Al Curtis, he and Terry OD, and Terry doesn't text. So I wrote to Al and said, you know, what is a load of this? They do this
stuff, I know what.
I did not like Perrin's dirt. We had that, we got Perrin's dirt last time and it was just full of stuff.
Yeah,
should
I
go
don't
look at
want
it
it
then.
then either because I've had that before, but I got it from Mosier the last time.
I think Terry's is quite well.
Maybe just Terry's one. They
Pardon?
got the smaller dump truck as well, like a 5-yard truck or something like that.
Yeah, whatever.
But you can get a couple of those too.
Well, we'll see how much.
Well, I'll see if they respond and, because I said this is for the environment committee, so who knows, maybe it'll be.
But Mark's is really good. Don't wanna go with Karen.
I was very disappointed.
Okay,
So-
so next meeting,
Remember what?
November the 6th, right?
Yeah, it's back to Thursday. Why did we do it on
Council.
Council meeting.
with special council, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Simone, we don't need a motion to adjourn, do we? Not anymore. Okay, we're done.
Woo-hoo, meeting.
6:30, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.